Hey, welcome to the vlog. First thing you need to know, I am sick. I'm gonna cough a lot in this. Some of it was shot before I was sick, so please bear with that. I'm about to cough now. Welcome if you're new here, because after the Superman trailer, maybe you've seen I did the Disney vlogs, but that's only when I have them. Not a Disney vlogger, it's just that was what's been going on in my world. We'll talk more about that in a minute, but I do time code these because they get long. This is more of what we call a more traditional one of our vlogs to a point. So look for the gaps in the red play bar or open up the description. You'll see a big list of blue numbers. It'll tell you what to watch, what everything is. Click on the blue numbers, watch what you want, not what you don't, however you want to handle it. That said, today it is January 6, 2024, 7:57 p.m. And so first up, I think it's first up. Yeah, probably first up. We're going to deal with the heartbreaking stuff about my all-time favorite restaurant. If you've been a long viewer, you know Azur. I love it. I don't know why, but this year, some douchebag LA landlord that owns all that property out there decided to give them a 45% rent increase, which was not gonna work. They've been a successful restaurant for 20 years. They would have continued being successful for another 20 and beyond. It broke everybody's hearts because that is a very special place. Keeping up with everybody, but you're gonna see us going the last couple of times. There's some very tearful, happy, melancholy, sad stuff in there, and some great food. And you will see a lot of those people still be on my channel in the future because we're all literally friends. Like half those people were at our wedding, you know? I mean, so yeah. But anyways, we'll have all that. And then because I'm sick and we ran out of time, I didn't get to do a proper cooking segment. We will do some interesting cooking things next week. But I did get a neat little thing for Christmas that we do test out and make some food in. Mary and I are doing a taste test. There will be a cocktail. We're reviewing some cool movies in here, like we did Mufassa, Moana 2. I'm going to talk about Street Trash 2024 and The Substance. Finally got to that. I got to tell you about some upcoming vacation-y stuff. We've got some unboxings, one of the next to last Marvel Funko Collector Core boxes, some Disney pins, and I think that's about all in this one. So here comes the vlog. Enjoy.
It's December 30th. Tomorrow is the final day. We will be here. I'm going ham tonight. The arancinis are on point. We got Otter and Jeremy in the kitchen. Lenny's here. Gail at the bar. Taylor. All my favorite people. Literally favorite people. I don't know if they want to be on camera, but one of the people that's responsible for Mary and I getting together is here. And she's in our booth, so it's appropriate. We're gonna get soup, and then I think I'm gonna get the fried chicken because I've been wanting it, and it's my last time to get it. We did get a peek at tomorrow's menu, and it looks amazing. I'm sad but happy. It needs to be like a thumbnail with like a big X on my face and the check mark on yours. Anyways, very excited. Happy New Year's Eve. We are at dessert. For one last time. And it is a prefix menu, which sounds amazing. Let me turn on and show you. It sounds so amazing that I'm an idiot, but I'm gonna be a happy idiot. I've actually ordered 2 of the entire prefix menu. Well, not the entire menu, that sounds wrong. But instead of 1 app, 1 entree, and 1 dessert, oh, that's my crotch. I'm gonna get 2 of each. We got some nice drinks, but it's an awesome family here. Jeremy's here, Otter's here. We got Lenny, Rose, Bethany, Kyle, Catherine, Rob's here, Sarah. Yeah, I'm looking around to see who all, because I know I'm Kaylee. We know her the least, but she's nice. I saw Grace is up here. Great. Who ours? Kaylee. I see Taylor over there. You may remember Bethany from Horror Things. You may remember Rose from doing all our wedding cupcakes. What is it, Nanny Bees? Yeah, go to Nanny Bees. Delicious desserts. And it's sad, but it's happy, and it's going to be great food. And we got some cool news about some future stuff. Ooh, I thought that was a drink. There's the man himself. You're in the vlog. I actually ordered 2, so I can do two things. I thought you'd appreciate it.
I like it.
So I'm already going to do the cheese dip and the meatballs and try her soup.
Okay. Good lineup.
And then on the entrees, I'm currently thinking gnocchi and maybe the pork chop for later, but they all sound so damn good.
You're not gonna get wrong.
No, I'm not. And then I don't have to choose the dessert.
So, looks like they might occasionally do some stuff at Main on Main where we got married. Some Chef Series stuff. So at least maybe once a month in the future, we'll actually get back together. I mean, it's not going to be all the same crew, but
But I imagine plenty of those people would be happy to come pick up a shift over there because the people that work here, it's a family for them too. Like, it really is. Obviously, we've gotten to know them all. And by the way, Chef Popcorn is here with all of us in spirit. But it really is, like, talking to them, you really know that they love each other as much as they love this job. And this job was a very unique, special place to work because they were trusted to do things and trusted to grow and encouraged to grow and be creative and make connections with the people that come here. And there's just nothing like this around town. It's probably pretty rare anywhere. And it's just a perfect spot for it. And it's all because some dickhead who knows nothing about anybody or cares about anybody is like, I'm going to make more money if I don't rent this place out. So, but they will thrive because they're all incredibly talented. And we do think we pretty sure Otter knows where he's going, but we're a little bit worried about will he be able to come out and say hi, you know, but we'll figure it out. Okay, I'll try to show my foods. Oh yeah. Cheese dip looks awesome. Look at these meatballs. Wagyu. Look at Mary's soup that apparently is very, very good. I haven't ordered the Bloody Mary yet, Lenny.
Try bite?
Yeah, let's see if I can do this old school. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. All right, hang on, I'll make a bite. Yeah, it's definitely not a skimpy portion night, as Mary was just pointing out. Hopefully I can get this without having a fork on it. Okay, cool. Oh my God, that is... Mary, you're smoking. She's so... That's the thumbnail. Hot, but very yummy. I missed that it was a toasted baguette though, but it's still very good. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna double dip on that just in case other people want to try, but I am gonna try a meatball. But I know these are good. I assume they're the sort of the Papa Ashby, but you know, with Wagyu.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a sad boy. It's the last bite of the last appetizer I ever get to have here. And dude's very melancholy music is not helping me keep shit together.
Just a small thought.
The way he's playing everything. He's good. It's just it'd be fine for a normal thing. Oh, he's got a fan. Well, you know what? I'm a fan of these Magoo wheat balls.
I like the Magoo wheat balls.
Magoo wheat balls were my favorite dish. Has nothing to do with the absolutely filthy, dirty martini I ordered and received. That Bethany Hook. Oh, pardon me. In terms of it being disgustingly filthy, dirty, like I like it. Because I'm a dirty boy.
I still do shoes.
Yes, she did. Oh, that gives me ideas. I'm going to do something. Lenny, let me borrow your pepper grinder. I'm sorry, I put the camera away on a joke. I forgot that I was supposed to film myself eat my last bite.
Maybe.
All right. Well, I'm going to have one entree here and one to go. Oh, yeah. L.I.T. Here, get a margarita, but Mary got. Oh, yeah. Pork chop, fried rice, broccoli. I got one of those to go for later. Here is my gnocchi in a cauliflower cream sauce and like shiitake mushrooms, Parmesan crumble, herbs. That sea bass is looking great, although it looks like they're starting to run out of risotto. At least this will not be my final entree here, just my final fresh at the table entree, because I already have my pork chop. Go. Right on, Lenny. You just don't give a shit. Right on. No, we love Lenny. We love him so much. And then everybody stopped watching, and that's why they stopped showing them. People forget that part. If they got ratings, they would have continued showing them.
I was watching them.
Some people were watching them, but not enough. Anyways. Chocolate mousse cake, 3 chocolates, chocolate dirt, chocolate ice cream, chantilly cream, candied pecans, and caramel popcorn for popcorn. Holding it together. Chef Popcorn. Did I see Chef back there? Holding it together. I was holding it together really well to the popcorn thing. Just for posterity. So whenever I want to come revisit, I know where to find it. So I'm going to film. Oh, wait, I have to hold on to my emotional support tequila. I gotta cradle it like a baby, and I'm gonna turn the camera around. I am a silly, silly boy. And there's my emotional support wife. She is my emotional support human, a term coined by her. All right, I'm gonna be not sad.
Fancy. I'm definitely stepping all the way of Fancy Sarah. Fancy Taylor. Everybody's fancy now. I got my emotional support tequila.
There you go.
Jam it on. By all means. Oh, wait, hi. I'm just filming it for the vlog so I can always remember.
Hi. Gonna miss you.
We're going to miss you. We're going to miss
Honestly,
everybody.
I'm gonna miss you the most because like I see you all come in all the time.
Right. Oh,
and I
thank
love
you.
you talking about all of your Disney adventures.
Thank you.
Disney World, Land,
Yeah,
whatever,
World
like,
Bed,
all
yeah,
of it,
yeah,
but,
that's
like,
fun.
It's just great.
I did the math the other day. I spent 31 days down there this year.
So
I was like, a whole month.
But
Yeah.
that's fun though.
Oh, absolutely. No, I loved it. I mean,
Yeah.
I got to try all these crazy foods and get inspired and fuck off. Get out of my video.
You know what's funny? I've never actually been to Disney World.
I married my wife. That was her suggestion for our honeymoon because we were trying to figure it out forever because it was at the end of COVID and we didn't want to get stuck somewhere because we were going to go somewhere like West Coast Mexico.
Right.
And then she's like, finally, like, why don't we do Disney? And I'm like, because neither of us had really been there.
Right.
So we're like, okay. And then she created a monster because now I'm like, well, now we have to go every year.
For your anniversary?
Yeah, that way we were alternating coasts. But of course, this year I decided I was going to do a solo trip, and I was like, I want to go in May. I want to go for Star Wars.
Right.
And then I was like, at that point, an annual pass costs the same as those 2 trips. Of course, that led to now that I have the annual pass,
Right. No, I agree. I need to go.
it's very fun. And if you ever do, I don't know if you have me on Facebook or whatever, but my TheEricButts, my face is there. Very easy. Me and Mary is Jedi. It's very easy to find me. And just hit me up or whatever. I'm always happy to get. Hey, I got what you want to do. I can tell you what the good stuff is.
All right, I got you.
Well, thank you, and thank you for showing up in the video. Bye.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Hold on, we gotta show you. Make sure I get the frame. Woo! I felt the draft on my head. This is Bethany. If you haven't met Bethany, I don't know if she's been. You may have been in one of my vlogs. I don't even know anymore. She's amazing. She's also one of my horror buddies. I was trying to find. I was like horror boo. I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. I was like horror bro. Horror buddies. Horror. Fuck off. Get out of my video.
Ah, don't talk to your father that way.
He's my father.
I'm not good.
We love him too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the good news is we know you and I will be running
He's
into
my
each other.
science
Oh,
buddy.
yeah.
I'm a biologist.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not going anywhere.
Immunologist.
Well, I do autopsy. I don't know what that makes me. A weirdo. Dexter.
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 Have
Most
you-
of the people who do it are not the most savory characters.
Have you seen, by the way, the new season?
No, I haven't.
If you like, I assume you like the other ones. Awesome. The prequel, perfectly cast. Really exciting. Yeah. Yeah. So.
They don't put like a wig on him and try to make him look
No, like no, the kid playing Dexter looks amazing. Deb's casting's amazing. The only one that doesn't visually look right is Christian Slater as Harry, but he's so fucking good in the role that it's like, I'll forgive it. Like he's really good in the role. So yeah, enjoy. Absolutely.
Great seeing you again.
Paramount, I think, and then it might be in one of those things where it's on 3 things, but I know we're getting it on Paramount. So.
Are you leaving?
Well, I'm kind of saying my bye-byes and.
Well, come say bye before you leave.
I will. I'm gonna do the camera one, then I'll do the real one where like I flip everybody off. I'm like, I've hated you forever, Lenny.
Ah.
It's so sad, but it's not sad. It's happy, especially because I got emotional support tequila. It's my gag. I'm carrying it around. I want everybody to know I have emotional support tequila. Copyright be damned, music. Kitchen. Amazing kitchen staff. They're so good back there. They're always on the ball. I'm just done. It's going in the vlog. One last bye-bye. You know, this is Catherine, and she's amazing. She's been like hostess, server, all kinds of things here. She's always been incredible. So, and she's gonna go do work with animals. So that's better. I don't mean. I guess technically this is work with animals.
Living ones now.
Living. Yeah, she's gonna keep them alive now. Thanks, Catherine. Oh, and Kyle, who used to be nice. I don't know what happened to Kyle. There's Gabby. I'm waiting for Otter to come back out. That's what I'm really waiting for. I should try and get Rose in here too. Mary's guarding the food, looking all purty. Watch out behind! Get out of the way, Dad.
It's just Kyle.
It's just Kyle. You're right. Uh-oh. And now I'm in Chewy's way. I'm in everybody's way always. But they know they can tell me to fuck off. Whoop. Definitely don't want to smack Jeremy with the phone. Wait a minute. It just occurs to me I haven't seen Lenny in a minute.
I think he's gone.
Did Lenny leave? And not say... That rat bastard. He owes me money. I'm just... That's awesome. Y'all know I love this place, so. Kyle. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying nothing else to you. No. Lenny apparently left, so I have to give somebody... It's my emotional support tequila. Taking home the last bottle.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I got this guy to try some with me yesterday.
Okay.
And,
yes, I did.
I'm telling y'all, that's why I keep trying to get everybody to try it. Tony Majors, their sommelier they work with a lot. He was the one that brought him over to me. He's like, you got to try these. I'm like, all
So
right.
what's going to be your new cheers?
I really have no idea. That is our struggle. The only silver lining is, well, I guess we can finally try all the other restaurants we keep meaning to try.
Okay, where do you live?
Literally like over on Versailles. So Versailles around the corner, New Circles.
Okay. Listen, it's nothing like this because this is
very special.
It's special. But Harry's in Palomar is not a bad second spot.
Okay. We go there quite often.
Yeah, we usually hit up Malone's or Harry's, something like that. Yeah. Okay.
But you're right. It'll never be this.
Yeah.
Nothing will ever be this.
Unless they get something new going. So hopefully someday.
I hope so.
Same.
God bless. That's some
Thank
damn
you.
good tequila.
Yeah,
too.
I appreciate that you appreciate it. I'm gonna go
Yes, sir.
go home and have me a little more.
You got it.
It was nice meeting you. It's nice seeing you around. I'm glad we actually got to interact for once too. So take care.
You too.
Thank you. So I'd like to catch Rose. She's talking to somebody. I'm still waiting on Otter. Those are basically Rose and Otter are who I really want to get in the video left. Maybe Kyle. I know she's chatting out there. My baby's getting a little heavy, but I could fix that real quick. Hold on, let me check. Ooh, I was giving him the Cartman angle on me right now. Of course, Rob hooks it up. But then it's kind of shitty that Lenny left. Didn't even come say bye. I mean, we'll see him again, though. At least Lenny. Can't get rid of that guy. He's like herpes. All right, well, I'm going to cut for a minute. I'll be back when I can get the other two. They're a little busy, so. The man. right here, and his awesome wife. You can be in this if you want. It's going on
love
YouTube.
your outfit.
I try to make people aware as best I can. I love these people right here. Awesome dude, awesome friend, incredible inspiration, incredible teacher, and Jesus Christ, if you ever get to let him cook for you, do it. Like everybody, I was just saying, everybody in this kitchen is fucking amazing. They've always been amazing, but there's a certain magic this man has. We were joking about how like it's typical of chefs, they cook all day, they want to go home and they don't want to fuck around, so they just eat some garbage food. But what you think is garbage food still comes out like, that's still something special. So, he's awesome and he's gonna keep doing great things. And he's still gonna be on the channel. Like, we're gonna get him over and try not to give him PTSD on some other video games.
Definitely. No overcooked.
No overcooked.
No overcooked. Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Of course. But I'm gonna go say bye proper to them in our own way, but we'll see. And then there's Taylor, who is also fucking incredible. Ooh, business.
Always business.
Always.
I always would. Absolutely. I got you, Lenny. I'll
she-
let you know what it ends up being. Okay.
Hey, listen, we left you $20 because we thought that's what you deserved. All right, well, Taylor's amazing too, so we're gonna follow her. We already kind of have some ideas there, so. I just try to show all my favorite people real quick, and that way I can always come back to this video when I need it. Of course, pardon, out of the way. All right, I just want to catch Rose real quick. And of course, the fabulous Jeremy Ashby. This man.
Oh, is this video?
Yeah, this is video.
You're catching me off guard.
I'm putting you on the YouTube.
I have not given up any recipes.
Oh, come on, I need to know.
No big secrets here. Just
But-
all spicy chilies.
God damn it. I thought I was going to get him. He's going to be like, here's how you make the amazing... Honestly, I'm trying to think like what's my favorite thing you made, but it's like so many fucking things I couldn't pick
I
one.
got this Google Drive I'll share with you. It's got like
Offline.
350 offline recipes, not for you.
Right, no. I'll make you some hot dogs.
Better not be making lobster toast.
I know. That's way too complicated for me. Oh, of course. No, by all means. All right. And I had Rose, and she's got to get like a blooming flower in the night. Does that make sense? What? Nothing. I'll be back. Oh, wait, no, there she is. Hi, Rose. Hey. Camera for vlog for YouTube, you okay? I caught Jeremy off guard anyway. And of course, Rose, who you know from our wedding and many other awesome things. Nanny Bee's Bakery. Is it Nanny Bee's Bakery or just Nanny Bee's? Promote it, because
Facebook, Nanny Bees. Instagram, at Nanny Bee Bakery. TikTok, Sugar Alchemist.
ooh, I like it. But yeah, y'all know we've raved about her forever. So you want amazing fucking cupcakes, desserts, cheesecakes, all kinds of cool things, cake pops. I mean, there, go now, right now. What are you doing? Get off my video. Go give her money. Hey, welcome to the cooking segment. Two factors here. We will get into doing more interesting dishes in the next few weeks, but it's late. I'm starving. I'm sick. We're snowed in, so I couldn't go get any additional ingredients. I had a plan for something, but it turns out we had already done it like a year ago. So this is gonna be more of a gadget test than any kind of actual cooking segment. But those of you that have followed what I do, and I'm known for making because we may have a lot of new people here because of the Superman thing. I'm known for making like really wild hot dog creations, some really great ones. It might actually lead to a restaurant someday. We're being a little more open about some of that. That's been up and down. There's stuff. Again, bear with the coughing. I am sick. I'm getting over the cold. Or I'm in the middle of it or whatever. Anyways, for Christmas, I've seen this around forever, and I've always thought about getting one. And then we found one in the store, and I mentioned it to my dad, and I thought that'd be really cool. I thought about buying it myself. I'm glad I didn't, because my dad got it for me for Christmas. We have the hot dog toaster. I feel like your face should be over there. You got room to stick your face over there. You could be like... So apparently this thing will toast 2 wieners and 2 buns. So we got some hot dogs and we got some buns set. And I guess I should have it has a tamper seal, so we should be good. Now, I show off the box a little bit because I think it was Mary. Somebody brought up a really good point. Maybe it was Tina at game night. But there doesn't seem to be any kind of drip tray. And even though all it's really doing is just warming up your hot dogs and toasting your buns, that, you know, should have some, like the hot dog will lose a little liquid, theoretically. So I don't know, but I'm excited to at least try this. And it'd be kind of nice to have an easier way to toast buns. Maybe this will replace my favorite quick method. I was looking for my knife. My favorite quick method of microwaving a hot dog. Because again, if you're just heating up a hot dog, that you lose the least amount of flavor doing that in the quickest way. You know, there are other ways to do things better. But next up is getting a hot dog roller if this works. Then we got to find room for the deli slicer. That is a heck of a manual for.
It's probably in 5 different languages.
There is, but there seems to. Let me find the English. I'm so sorry. There is a crumb catcher. You don't even have to grow facial hair. Comes with tongs, hot dog basket. Okay. Cord wraps around underneath. Thank you. Ta-da! We'll give you a better view of that in a second. Here's them hot dog tongs. The tong song. The Tongaloa song.
Okay, I really don't like these tongs. They're so rounded, they just want it to spin out of your grasp.
Hi, Jack. Jack is... Read before use. This unit has a heating element, and during the first use, it may appear to smoke for a short period of time. This will stop and does not indicate a defect or hazard. Remove this label prior to use. Well, at least they warned us.
So do we want to give it a dry run to let it smoke itself out first?
I guess. We gotta pull the hot dog basket out. So I guess that's what keeps your wieners from going down in there. Okay. And I've got a little cardboard section here. It's actually kind of pretty. I mean, it's just neat looking.
Definitely retro.
Crumb catcher. Yeah. All right, well, I think, let me get this undone. I think we can reach the outlet from here. Would you mind, well, I guess while we're doing the dry run, we can get those hot dogs open. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was, the plan was I thought about making some mac and cheese, and I have some like diced jalapeno and serrano. And yeah, we'll have to move it over some, but well, I was trying to, it felt most natural that way.
Okay.
And I was gonna do bacon in the mac and cheese with the peppers, and then hit it on the hot dog with sriracha. And I went back and looked, and we've already done it. I need a haircut so bad. We've already done a mac and cheese, bacon, sriracha hot dog. So I was like, crap baskets.
Okay, so did you hit?
No. Now let's see, what setting we want to go for. Let's do a 2 for a start.
Okay.
Just for the dry run. Or 3. We'll go right in the middle. We got 1 to 5. What was that?
Is the basket falling down?
I guess. Now I don't see... Oh, yeah, I see a little smoke coming up. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's very, very faint.
Oh yeah, I see a little bit.
Because I was also trying to make sure, like, is it actually working? Because there's no actual indicator light, you know? But again, I don't know what this cost. It was a Christmas gift, but I imagine it was like 20 bucks. So sorry. Oh yeah, it's kind of neat to see it working. It's kind of neat to see it working. See the heating elements lighting up and stuff. Get some buns ready. We got some sunny buns. These are still mostly fresh. Not quite stale yet. I guess I should look at the instructions.
Ah, heat. But yeah, I can kind of smell like the first time you turn on the heater after a while smell.
Yeah. Okay. Open 2 hot dogs. Yep, 2 hot dog buns. Yep. You do want to open them, I assumed.
I do wonder how well this
toasts because it looks the hot dog side of things, the hot dog bun side of things looks a little small to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
So you put this on the
Whoa! Jesus, man. That dish has gotten me that way too. I don't know why that candy dish is so awkwardly noisy. When you barely bump it, it sounds like you're breaking something.
I didn't hear anything until that went off.
Did it just go off?
Yes, that's what you heard, honey.
Oh, well, it sounds like bumping this. Anyways, okay. Cool. All right. Warm. I just read the instructions and I've already forgotten what the order of operations. All right. Place 2 hot dogs into the openings in the hot dog basket. Make sure hot dog basket is properly inserted back into toaster. I'm gonna grab me a paper towel.
You want damp paper towel or dry paper towel?
No, just because I'm gonna touch the weenies probably, so something to wipe my fingers on for a second. And keeping in mind, because some people are like, you're just gonna toast the hot dogs are pre-cooked. All you gotta do is warm them up. You know, this isn't like. Sorry, they're not open the way I would normally open them, so I'm very confused.
Well, because they're meant to fall apart right here, honey.
But it's not super convenient.
It is.
It's totally an inconvenience.
How is this inconvenient?
Versus the way I do it, where you can just like roll a whole hot dog out of the bag without ever taking anything out of the bag. Anyways.
What's wrong with me squeezing it out without touching anything?
Does that look right?
Yeah, you have to be able to pick it up.
Okay.
When it's up, you know?
Yeah. That's my other concern is these buns are gonna like get torn apart because for whatever reason, all the store-bought buns I do want to tear apart in the bottom. So I'm going to keep it on a 3.
Well, that's not reassuring.
Will Eric get to eat a proper dinner tonight? Find out at 11.
11 hours later.
Wild, man, yeah.
What?
Just the way some of like the bread smeared on the thing and it's like, it almost looks like liquid bread. All right, so now we wait. Hush your mouth, you wanna get sued? Oh, isn't there anything faster? You know, I have a suspicion that it expects these hot dog buns to be flatter and up against that plate.
That was my thought, but where do you find hot dog buns that are that narrow?
And we'll open that rigidly and not have the bottom split on you. You got suggestions? Tell us at home. Have I made hot dog buns? I know I've made burger buns.
Yeah. No, I don't know if it does
Yeah,
better
I've made hot dog
if
buns
you
before, right?
like put a little butter or something on them to.
It's too much work. If I'm using a hot dog toaster, buttering my buns is too much work.
Did you read the helpful tips?
No.
Hot dogs and buns. All hot dogs and buns are not the same. You will need to adjust the variable heat controller accordingly. Room temperature hot dogs and buns will cook more quickly than those just removed from the refrigerator. Hot dogs should have an internal temperature of 165 degrees after cooking.
Yeah, illegal blood.
Burning/smoking. If the machine is burning or smoking during cooking, press the stop button to end the cooking cycle. After machine has cooled completely, use tongs to remove hot dogs and buns.
Like that? Should I be stopping it?
Well, that
Whoop.
maybe.
Okay, well, it actually did it on its own. Need a plate, pardon me. Yeah, that ain't doing. That's doing jack all for the buns. I mean, I guess they're a little. At least they're warmed and shit. How am I gonna get it out there without tearing it open?
Very, very careful. It's this way to cool.
Well, I don't want to eat I want to eat a fucking hot dog, man.
You see what I say? I don't like those songs. I would probably try grabbing the more burned side because that's probably what's stuck to the machine.
Yeah, I'm also just trying not to pull this whole fucking bun apart. I think it's like stuck to the bottom or something. Oh, this needs to. Wait, I got that one loose. Oh, did I? Yes. I mean, it is a little toasted on the inside. It is. You can actually tell it did actually toast the inside. It's like, you know, a little crispy.
It's not really super visible.
Right, like it's obviously more visual on the edge. So it might just depend on what kind of bun you put in there. But yeah, you can touch that. I mean, it's definitely toasted in there. And the outside's a little more toasted.
No. Have you actually touched the hot dog? Does it feel hot?
Oh yeah, no, that's very hot.
Okay. I hate those tongs. I would use the different tongs.
Just try to use what I was given. I gotta figure out how, you know, I gotta learn them first.
Those might be good for like cooking the entire basket, maybe?
Oh yeah, those are definitely, you wanna touch a weenie?
Electrocute myself.
Yeah, maybe don't.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's on the outside.
Might be working better than I thought.
Okay, do you want some relish or something?
Well, just for this one, I'm gonna eat first one, just plain.
Okay.
Just to get a sense. And the other, I don't know what I'm I don't even have onions, so I'm probably just gonna throw some mustard on it, call it a day. Or I could really piss a lot of people off and throw some ketchup on there.
I grew up with ketchup.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong. You like...
Actually, I grew up with Miracle Whip and relish.
Now that's wrong. No, I'm
And some diced onion on occasion.
We've had this discussion before. If you know me, if you're new here, you don't know, but it's like, anything goes on anything if you like it. I don't like food rules like that. I think that's bullshit. And I hate when I see chefs say that like pineapple doesn't belong on a pizza. Or recently, Alex Gornishelli, I think that's how you say it, arguing that olives don't belong on a pizza. Like, fuck that!
Yeah, nah, bro.
You're a fucking chef. Also, I am firmly of the thought that hot dogs, pizzas, sandwiches, and tacos, and probably some other things, are firmly delivery methods for awesome toppings on top of a meat and bread or sauce and cheese combo.
Mm-hmm. He takes almost a half the hot dog in one bite.
I'm hungry, man. It's 7:30. I haven't had dinner. This is my dinner. It's good. I mean, good. You know what? This might actually get used a little more. I've just got to learning curve it. Because if I can get the right buns in there and get them a little bit flatter so they'll have a nice little toasting, and I can bring the heat down a little bit so I don't have to get them burned on the edge. It's very convenient. Honestly, if you're just microwaving a hot dog, still faster, although this might actually have a little more flavor going on. Because even when I microwave my hot dogs, you'll see a pool of hot dog grease on the thing. No.
Cleaning and maintenance.
Maybe I'll never use it again.
Make sure the unit is unplugged before cleaning. Take all the fun out of it. To prolong the life of your pop-up hot dog toaster, please follow these simple instructions for maintenance. Never place the appliance in the dishwasher.
Well, the appliance, yeah, duh.
Lift toaster by handles only. Do not try to remove hot dog or hot dog buns if they get jammed inside the basket without first unplugging the toaster.
Well, I mean, I think, yeah, they're probably talking if you're using a tool, but not me just kind of wiggling it a little bit.
Clean outer surface of the retro pop-up with soft damp cloth only when it's unplugged and completely cooled.
Yeah.
I get this feeling that if you leave this machine plugged in, it just wants to kill you. That's the vibe I'm getting from the instructions.
The important part is what's the cleaning on the tongs in the basket?
With soapy water, or use soapy water to clean the basket and tongs before and after use.
Would they be machine washable? They look like they should be.
Hold on. Let me see.
Do you want to buy the wiener, by the way?
Sure.
It's just a plain, Hebrew national. Awesome. I love it when you put the wiener in your... I promise you she's better at that than she looks. Huh? All right, you tell them about the thing. I'm going to grab mustard.
Unplug the thing before removing crumb tray.
What about the cum tray?
The crumb tray from the base. Crumbs in the mechanism must be removed by blowing or gentle shaking. Crumb tray must be cleaned regularly. Do not operate toaster. My toaster maybe gets its tray cleaned a couple of times a year. if we're being honest.
Yeah, I'm sure that's true of everybody.
I've used without the hot dog basket, but bun basket and crumb tray. There is no bun baskets. You just shove it in there.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, but I can't. I don't see how you would get anything like those.
I'm nailing. Bring it in tight though, because you're too wide out. What were you saying?
I was just. Now I couldn't see like some of those sausage buns that you've gotten in the past. I do not see those fitting in there. Like you'd have to do half on one side, half on the other side, and that kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah. Let's do jumbo weenies.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about whether or not the tongs and basket or dishwasher are safe, but if they're stainless steel, they should be.
Yeah. Yeah. Yum. All right. Well, you don't need to watch me eat another, guzzle another glizzy. Besides, I gotta get dishes working for her because we're back on Mary has to go to work mode. So.
Yeah.
And we still got other things to film. So we'll be back. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, we haven't done one of these in a long time. Taste test time. Ooh, I wasn't trying to get major taste tests going anymore, but it's been so long since we've done one of these that we've stockpiled a few things. So we got a couple of savory things and a few sweet things to try. We're gonna start with this one because I hear these are really not good.
Oh, the steakhouse.
Well, I hadn't shown them yet, but yes, the steakhouse Funyuns.
So it looks like it's supposed to be like a bloomin' onion.
Yeah, kind of has that. I've heard the flavors kind of counteract. You don't really taste the seasoning, you don't taste the onion, you don't taste anything. Oh, also, hopefully my palate's okay. It's not as on point. I am kind of sick still. Fighting off cold. It's been a few days. I think I'm through the worst of it. I certainly don't smell things that well right now. Although I do smell those.
I smell it and it's kind of underwhelming.
I don't know what I think about the smell, but here's the ring to rule them all. Cheers. Cheers. Is there an almost vinegary note going on?
Kinda.
Like there's like almost a hint
Real
of a
faint.
tartness.
Okay, so the smell I'm getting is more like the dipping sauce that you would get with a bloomin' onion.
I haven't had one of those in well over a decade, so I don't remember. These are fine, but it's true. I'm not really. There is a flavor here, but I don't quite get it. I'm not really getting smoke. Not really getting steak. You might want to save the.
Oh, one more.
I'm the one that hasn't had any food yet. I wouldn't do these again. They're not as bad as I thought. I thought they were gonna be a lot more bland, so at least there is some flavor, but. Next up, you'll never believe this. We have another Funyun. But this one I heard is shockingly good. Hot and spicy chicken ramen.
I'll let you go first. Let me know how hot it is.
Fair. These are also somehow less calories. Yeah. Servings 13 pieces in both bags, but 140 here, 130 here. That's
Probably the sugar.
that makes sense because there's a little bit of sweetness going on in here. Yeah, right. 'Cause you aspirated it a little bit.
Yeah.
Good. I hope it wasn't you getting my cough.
No.
But excited.
That's good. 19 grams of carbs on that. 18 grams of carbs. Sugar's less than 1 gram. Sugar's 1 gram on this. So
Ah.
Sugar.
It smells pretty good. It smells a little like ramen.
Okay. Oh, are you getting any heat at all? Excuse me.
Aren't we just lovely?
Yeah.
I mean, I have an excuse. I'm still sick, but I think you can tolerate the heat. It's a little more on the back end.
Don't smell a whole lot coming out of here.
I like these more, but I don't know how much, if I really love them. I get a little of the chicken, is it bouillon? What is it when it's straight up power? I know bouillon cubes, but is it still bouillon? If it's just
Yeah. The seasoning packets, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting the heat, but I'm not really getting a lot of flavor.
I think it has more flavor than the other. Well, it has a better flavor than the other, but not as much. It's not as oniony as a straightforward onion. I do like the heat on this. And there's that hint of sort of chicken flavor in there. It's really subtle. I would be okay eating these, but again, if I want a Funyun, I think I'm still sticking with regular Funyuns. I've not found a really great alternate Funyun.
They're okay. I think, let me try one more just to.
Except Flaming Hot. Flaming Hot Funyuns are delicious. Those will get eaten much faster than the other ones. You good?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't appear to be a building heat either.
Right, that's what I kind of wanted to check. Okay, so there's our savories. Cheers to a little palate cleanse.
I would do those first.
All right. Now, I don't think Mary's gonna like these much, but maybe we'll be surprised. I don't think these are available anymore either. We got Reese's with sugar cookies.
Yeah.
And you want to explain why I said you probably won't like them that much?
I am not a big fan of sugar cookies.
Same, it's not my
Although
favorite
weirdly
cookie.
enough, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of peanut butter things, but Reese's is one of the exceptions to the rules. So.
Yeah. I still think, was it the caramel the caramel ones have been my favorite of the fancy Reese's. The Reese Puff ones are underwhelming.
I kind of like a white chocolate Reese.
I'm not a white chocolate fan generally, so they didn't really click with me that much. And I mean, it looks like your basic Reese cup.
Yeah. These are actually smaller than I thought they'd be.
Okay. It's not really going to show up, but I'm definitely getting a little bit of it in there. I like that texture. I'm not a huge sugar cookie fan either. I think it's the most boring cookie, but that's actually pretty good.
Actually.
Oh, that might be dangerous for me. That's very good.
Yeah, it is actually.
It's just the right amount of it. You're getting little chunks, like little crispy bites.
It's more like a Reese cup with a lot of extra vanilla in it, and
Yeah.
just a tiny little crunch factor.
Yeah, but you still definitely get the Reese cup. You get the
Yeah.
peanut butter, the chocolate, and everything is very well balanced in there. Oh, I might be glad I don't think they're making those anymore.
They shouldn't be.
Because, well, at least not with the holiday packaging. Oh, that's really good.
Okay.
Hey, we finally got a really good one. Next two things I'm not going to be a huge fan of, but I'm so sorry with the cough. You're going to have to bear with me. I'm entering the heavy coughing phase of the cold now. We've been through the snotty, can't breathe through my nose, so I can't sleep because I have to blow it every 3 seconds phase. Now we're entering the cough as it moves into the chest, which is usually the last phase for me. So let's hope by next week I'll be better.
So far, I haven't gotten it yet. So
And-
knock on wood.
Yeah. And I usually only get on average, I get 1, maybe 2 of these a year. So I can't really complain. It's not like that bad. Timing worked out too, because it made it a lot more easy for us to spend time apart on her vacation so she could play her video game. And then I went upstairs and got sucked back into one of my old video games.
I believe I spent 3 days trying to do that one thing.
Well, I don't blame you, because now that I'm back in Kakarot, which one first, by the way, blue or other?
Let's go with blue.
Okay. It's gonna take me many days to beat Lord Beerus. Peeps, gingerbread men. And this was supposed to be gingerbread flavored. Yes, so that's why I'm kind of excited to try
I'm gonna
this.
get scissors just so I can
Okay, yeah, I'll let you.
open that neatly.
I'll let you do that. I'll allow it. Stab, stab, stab.
Allow it, Malia.
Yeah. I got enough hand finger trauma. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to blow my nose proper. I'll at least go do that off camera. Except that nobody's on camera, so I'll try to wait until Mary. I know, there we go.
All right. So, a lot of the, one of these is, maybe two of these is actually centered. The rest of them are kind of like, especially that bottom row are like really off to the side. I guess actually they could be just looking to the side, but I don't think that was the intention. All right, so do you just want to split one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, one of the very, very few minimal silver linings of losing Azur is I'm actually doing pretty good. My weight is going down instead of going down. Sunday comes, whoop. Going down. Sunday comes, whoop. Because I can't not have 4 courses there. You're adorable. Mm. Hmm.
It took me a minute to get the flavor.
That's what, yeah.
But I am getting it.
I'm not getting it that strong, but I had a smaller piece, but also I'm not a huge peeps guy. I mean,
The flavoring is all in the sugar.
mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, you get a little after. Yeah, in the aftertaste, I've got some.
It's not bad.
I mean, it's one of the better peeps I've had, but I'm not a
Yeah.
super fan, so.
I know, I do like that. It doesn't beat out the coffee peeps that they had a few years ago.
Okay.
'Cause those are really good.
When are they gonna do cold brew caramel peeps?
Nah, give them time.
It's our favorite M&M, in case you didn't know. I made a trail mix as a gift. Although Mary says, rightfully, that's more of a bar mix, because it's big pieces. But, sorry, I was covering you, all right. But, instead of using like just normal M&Ms, I put the cold brew caramel M&Ms in there, and that was a good choice. Also put potato chips in there. Anyways.
I feel like we may have done this before, but candy cane peeps. I meant to do that.
Skills. She's got the skills. She's just showing off. I've seen her skill tree. It's full. Yeah, I'm not huge. I like a candy cane maybe once a year. You know, around the season. Peppermint in most of its forms. Peppermint, mint in general, not a huge fan of. I have grown to like mint a little bit more now that I like mojitos.
So, and just a light sprinkling of candy cane.
Magic.
I assume you still only want half of this.
Fairy dust. Yeah. And hopefully a small bite like I just had, because I don't want too much of that flavor in my mouth. I'm excited to eat dinner after this, that you'll see.
Here, I'll take the head then.
I do love it when you put the head in your mouth.
Oh.
No. Oh. No, I was coming. Mm. Mm. I'm gonna try them.
That is a much stronger peppermint flavor than I remember that having.
That is very candy cane. Is that you, candy cane?
What? Okay.
Maybe not. I thought it looked very red here. It doesn't in real life.
These might be fun to put in my hot chocolate.
Ooh, yeah, I can see that. Especially with the thing we'll be tasting next.
Oh, that's this one? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we never put it out, so I'm just gonna throw that on right after here.
Okay, cool.
So we may not mention it because we filmed what you'll see next. It's hiding back there. Like a month ago when we got it, but she might try that later tonight, and by then maybe I'll do my cocktail and maybe we'll have a report, because we got 45 minutes to try and finish filming everything we need for the vlog, because we're gonna try and sit down and watch the first Netflix Raw, which is gonna have commercials.
The fuck?
Now,
3.5 hours and commercials.
Yeah. And then apparently, sorry, we're going on a mini rant here. Apparently, you know, Netflix does have an ad-free tier and then, you know, a free or ads tier, ad-supported tier. Of course, we have the biggest, baddest package, but people who have that are still getting screwed. We're still gonna get commercials. I'm like, I pay to not have commercials. Can't you just play stupid? I don't know. Anyways, we'll see. Oh, but they've added like a shit ton of new cameras and drones, and there's gonna be, apparently it's gonna be all out new ways of doing things. So it's like, okay.
Well, let's see if it actually works.
Yeah, okay. So watch us taste this next thing. Alcoholic taste test for alcoholics only.
I'm out.
No, you're the real problem here.
Oh, wait, excuse me, what?
No, but seriously, we had a delicious dessert dinner, a dessert cocktail at dinner. Apparently it was a very good cocktail. But it put me in the mood to come home and have another little, would you call it a cordial, I guess?
I guess.
Before, you know, any kind of other drinks. And we got this the other day and we haven't tried it. We love Kahlua in our coffee, a coffee flavored liqueur, and in other things. But they also do a white chocolate, but get some light on that. We have a chocolate sips Kahlua. So it's like a coffee and chocolate liqueur. So do you want to, actually, you know what? Do you want to do us the honors and pour a shot there? Or do you need to take the camera and let a real man? Oh yeah, that's how she does it. Now you know why I'm so tired all the time. Oh,
Ready to enjoy neat or on ice?
Yeah, usually you can drink Kahlua neat. I just, you know, I figured I'd have me a little sipping glass of it here. So it looks about the same. Actually, no, it looks a little chocolatier in the consistency. I'd go, keep going.
Keep going?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink it.
It's got a little bit
That's
of
good.
Skin on, film on top.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that is from.
Are we supposed to shake this first?
Oh, I don't know. Usually don't with Kahlua. Sorry for the half-assery, but.
Let's see. Shake well before indulging. Hold on. I can do this.
Oh, good. Good time for the alarm. I didn't look over here for it, but I think we don't have any addresses over here.
Somebody escapes.
Wasting
Hand me
my
a paper towel.
precious, if I can.
One of the ones over on the counter over there that's already used.
Oh, one of the thousands that you like to leave sitting around. Some of us use a paper. Actually, I've developed her habit. Because those would be my paper towels. So I can't give her shit. But I learned it from watching her.
You just want to grab my ass.
Whatever could you say that for? I'm snoozing for 5.
Okay. All right. So.
We'll recap it. Recap. So we tried having this chocolate Kahlua and we failed. And now we're going to shake well.
Take everything.
Shake my delicious drink. I think that's pretty well. I don't think you need to. Oh, did it leak?
I don't know if I leaked or
Just didn't clean it.
Yeah, hard to say.
Glass. Did you clean the glass? Am I gonna get sticky fingers?
I don't think any got on the glass.
All right. Well, I didn't see how you missed.
I
Okay.
think because it went over the edges.
Now 3 minutes later, let's try this again. Honestly, I'm glad you caught it though. Oh yeah, that looks the same.
It looks a little
Little more.
deeper.
All right, fine.
You can pull more later if you want.
Well, I don't want to. I just wanted one shot of this. I imagine.
Let's just look at that. Even that I just wiped
Yeah.
off looks darker than what I cleaned off earlier.
Smells like Kahlua. Ladies first.
I can smell some chocolate in there.
Like my camera got darker. Stupid auto.
Definitely chocolatey. Kind of reminds me of a Godiva put out a chocolate liqueur once, and it kind of reminds me of that.
That does taste like drinking chocolate. I get a little bit of the coffee on the back end. You know, it's like a chocolate covered espresso bean.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, that's That's dangerously delicious. Oh, that'll be so good in your hot chocolate.
Well, here's the thing. If I want my hot chocolate to just taste like chocolate, yes. If I want to add like another flavor profile to it, no, I want something else.
Now, don't get me wrong, your hot chocolate is amazing, but I want to try this some of your hot chocolate this year.
You know, my really decadent hot chocolate.
Yeah, your bitch, please. You better have all the calories you need, hot chocolate. I never do, but I don't care.
I haven't made that in a couple of years, I don't think.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. I'm not a white chocolate fan, but they also make a white chocolate version of this, so. But this is pretty damn good. There's a lot of fun things. This would be great in espresso martinis.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? You're welcome.
For what?
For this here Moana 2 review. So we saw Moana 2. She's fucking up my framing.
Well, because
I know, I get it. This undecorated Christmas tree. We were very late this year.
Very late. It's got some decorations on it.
Well, now we put the couple we got for Christmas. Even though I brought Chewy down after he yelled at me for like 3 days not bringing it down. You still put it
You can put them up.
Well, you're the decorator though. I don't know where you keep hooks and stuff. Honestly, even if I wanted to, I don't know where you keep any of that stuff. Moana 2. It's good. Next movie. No, I'm just kidding. Right, loved, just for some context, loved, I might speak for Mary here a little bit, but not completely, loved Moana, the original one. It's one of my favorite modern Disney films. The casting, the visuals, the story, the characters, especially the music, the score, love that movie. A little skeptical about Moana 2, because we knew it was made for TV, and then they're like, well, maybe it's good enough to be a movie, and then Lin-Manuel Miranda wasn't coming back, and it's like, okay. And I was like, well, the trailers do look pretty good. But then, honestly, I had a really good time with that movie. I can see why it's making so much money. Everybody has pretty much the same complaint, and I have that complaint too, is the songs are not a lot going with the songs here.
Yeah, I don't really remember any of them.
The only one I
kind of weeks ago.
I kind of remember it has been a little bit since we've seen it. I kind of remember the Chi-Hu song, vaguely. But nothing stands out like the other stuff did.
Then we have the We Want to Be Into the Unknown song. Mm-hmm. You know which one I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Because it had that vibe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Except without the vocal gymnastics.
Right. But I do think it was great. It may be slightly similar story to the first in some regards. You could make an argument. But honestly, too, it's a character journey. Mm-hmm. The story is in the things the characters learn and how they react. And
people actually got older.
Yeah, and like having a crew really elevated this. It was really neat to have that crew.
Yeah.
You know, like from the older man and all of that, and the engineer on the boat. Like I thought all that stuff was really fun. You know, the villain stuff is maybe not as villainous in this, but.
Well, I think the villains are where you really get this was originally a TV series.
Yeah, because especially without spoiling much, there is, I think, a mid-credit or something, and it kind of sets some things up.
For 3.
Yeah, which we'll definitely get, because this thing did bank.
Yeah.
We even knew when we went there, too, we could tell our fun story. That may be what we talked about in something. Because I think we'd almost forgotten about this. That was that one.
Okay.
So basically, really liked the movie. If you loved the first movie, you'll enjoy this to various levels. But we knew it was going to be big because we went on like Thursday. We always go to those early screenings the Thursday before because usually that's for the people that really want to see the movie and usually get a very respectful crowd. Even in kids' movies, of course, kids are going to be a little noisy. I usually forgive that, particularly in a kids' movie. But man, the lady next to us. We got in a little late. We were running late. Oh, was that the one also too where you got stuck on the interstate in the? Yes. I got dropped off for dinner and I was like, am I gonna have to walk to the theater?
Yeah.
Because basically she comes home from out of town and it doesn't make sense for her to come to the house and then go back down there. So I usually get dropped off and we have dinner and then she drives over to the theater and drives back. That way I can enjoy an extra beverage.
Yeah, that's where there's a wreck or something on the interstate.
But so then we get over there. We get in a little late and the place is packed and there's multiple screenings and it is packed and concessions packed and she didn't get to eat so she needed popcorn or she was gonna die. She had like 2 onion rings. I would say that's what I had left at my table when she got there. I was like, here, have these onion rings at least. And like this lady beside us, man, I mean, I don't know. She brought a kid way too young and the kid just kept begging for popcorn.
I think she had 2 kids.
Yeah, well, one of the kids seemed to be fine. The other one was they missed like half the movie. Like she finally gets up to go take the kid and get popcorn because she knew the lines was long. She even asked me before. I was like, yeah, it's pretty long. And they missed like maybe half an hour and they come back in. They had like 5 minutes of the movie left. But anyways, we gotta hurry because fun story. We got more to talk about. We'll be right back. Oh yeah, also that lady in the theater.
Oh, she had like a backpack with her and like unpacked half of it out into the aisle.
Oh, and she left it in the aisle too, but still put her feet up. So if anybody wanted to cross through, and you didn't know that was there, she could have got She could have got a lawsuit happening.
Yeah.
But anyways, the next movie we saw together that we can talk about, Mufassa.
Better than I expected, to be honest.
Same. And funny enough, this has songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and they honestly were kind of underwhelming. Yeah. I do like the brother song. It's become a meme online. Like people are ripping that brother thing apart, and like the way he says brother and this one thing. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of dug the brother song. That was the one that really stood out to me. You know.
Well, it's like, where did you get your accent from? Because nobody else has it. I think that's probably what makes it stand out more than anything.
Yeah, that is one of the things.
I'm not saying it's a bad accent. It's like
I didn't have any problems with it, but.
But it's kind of like.
Now I will say again for some context here, I've seen The Lion King, the original, animated. It doesn't click with me. It's just not a story that clicks with me. So I can appreciate it and respect it, but it never really worked for me.
I have a question. How do you feel about Hamlet?
Probably the same.
Okay.
I never had those kind of family issues. I have a great family, so I don't relate to any of that. I was very lucky that like I love everybody in my family. Maybe some extended ones kind of lost touch, but they're so extended you never, so. But then we saw the live action remake, the original one, and that was pretty dull and lifeless, but they fixed so much with this. I'm glad to see it is making some money because I do think this one's better. I think it has a better story. They did find a way to keep the animals looking real, but actually brought emotion to them, so they were able to emote and be characters.
Yeah, they got a lot more eyebrow action.
Yeah. And, and I got a little emotional in it too, because I can't remember now off the top of my head, but there was a particular thing, I'm sure it had something to do with a mother or something, because it brought that kind of stuff up for me. Because if you're new here, lost my mom like over a decade ago. It sucks, but, life happens. I just know I had a really good time with that one, and I was like, oh man. And that was like an empty theater, and I was like, it's a shame people aren't going to see this, because I'm not saying it's the best movie ever made, but it deserves to be seen.
It came out against Sonic 3.
Yes.
Which we still need to see.
Yes, which we really want to. And the only reason we chose Mufasa over Sonic was that had our IMAX theater, which I thought was kind of surprising. So that's otherwise we would have done Sonic over Mufasa.
I thought it's because it had Lin-Manuel Miranda doing songs.
Well, that was also a big thing for me too, but I'm also very excited for Sonic 3 because those movies are much better than I ever expected them to be. And I've heard nothing but great stuff about 3, and I'm still desperately trying to avoid spoilers, but we can't figure out when to go to the theater. Even next week, I'm going to the theater twice, and it's nothing she wants to see, so I can't work that out.
Was it Werewolf and...
Well, yeah, Wolfman. Next week, I'm going with my dad to see Wolfman, and I'm going by myself to see the Poonaverse. Poonaverse is Peter Pan. So I'm very excited for that.
Now, you could get me to go see Nosferatu.
What the fuck? Why didn't I know this? Good Lord, we're going now. We'll see what I can work out. Because unfortunately, Peter Pan only has the one screening, and it's a 7:15.
Oh, that's fine.
Anyways, Mufasa. Anything else?
Nah, not really.
All right, I got a couple more movie reviews I'll talk to you all about in a second. But we got to move on.
Bye.
All right, let's do a real quick Street Trash review. Mary just went to bed, but she's not in bed yet. So Street Trash 2024, not a remake. I don't know why, but it got sold as a remake to a lot of people. It really is a sequel. It really is a sequel. It doesn't super tie into the original, but when you watch the movie, it's clearly a sequel. And if you're a big fan of the original Street Trash, you're probably gonna like this, depending on what you're going in expecting. Because, you'd think if they're gonna do a new one in 2024, it'd be more sensitive to 2024 styles of storytelling. But honestly, the thing I loved most about this movie was that it was this wildly loose sort of story, much like the original Street Trash. It does kind of come together at the end, and it all connects in ways, but it really is just really interesting, weird characters, an interesting situation with something to say, great practical effects, mostly. The melts, the goo stuff, fantastic. There's a couple of penis things in here that just don't look nearly as realistic as other things. And I mean, I don't necessarily need my penises to look realistic, but it was a little like, I don't know, in a good way, I guess, trauma-esque. Which is not surprising considering some of the producers came from a trauma background. Yeah, Ryan Coogler did it again. It's not quite his enveloping narrative style storytelling as a Fried Berry, but it is really, really fun. And the leads really grew on me, and I cared about them, and they absolutely felt like they belonged in the Street Trash universe from the original. So it took me a lot longer to get to watching it than I had hoped, but I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I watched it in the right mood, and I could get why maybe a lot of other people aren't going to enjoy it, especially normies. Like, this is not but I'm talking more even in the horror circles and horror community. I can understand why a lot of people, it's not gonna be their jam, but for me, totally worked. So I have yet another Ryan Coogler thing that I freaking love, especially the little blue goblin. I'm blanking on his name, but that stuff was really funny. Especially the payoff of it. Plus the twins, those guys were charming as hell, and I really loved them. But you really got to turn off your logic brain, because there is a lot of stuff where it feels low budget, like, oh, maybe there should have been a scene here to connect those scenes or blah, 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 blah. But what they did was they put the money in the effects, which is what you're really in there for. So I'm down for that. Plus, it was gorgeous. Shot on actual film, and the lighting is like pools of light and shadow and the right use of colors in the right place. And like, it was just a really beautiful old school style film to look at. So I believe it's on Screenbox right now. Vinegar Syndrome just launched their pre-order for the Blu-ray, so I definitely got that as well because I want to support my friends Justin and Matt, and of course I want to support Ryan Coogler. Actually, Ryan's Fried Berry is why Justin and I connected and became friends, because you know that Joe Bob episode, and I was raving about Fried Berry, and I was like, oh my god, they're putting it. Ship to Shore's putting out the soundtrack, and they're like, wait, you're a fan? I was like, yeah. I was like, well, we're fans. Let's talk. I was like, okay. So and that led to a lot of great things. So again, fun little fact about YouTubing, like why I don't worry about my numbers on YouTube. I'm not in it for making the ad rev. I like making the ad rev, pays for a bill or two, that's nice. But ultimately, it's not a joke when I say it may not be the quantity of my audience, but it's the quality, because a lot of filmmakers and just really cool people watch my stuff, and it leads to connections and relationships, which often lead to other interesting life opportunities. So, you know, can't deny that. But yeah, Street Trash, fantastic. I'm so glad I saw it. And it was a great lead-in for the double feature I did that day. So after watching Street Trash, I finally got to watch The Substance. Really wish I had gotten to see that in the theaters. I was going to, and something came up back then. I don't remember what. But man, yeah, Demi Moore, I'm so glad she won the Golden Globe. But man, that movie is a wild ride. And it does go a little over the top. I could see certain people laughing at it by the end, but also the filmmaker does such a good job just enveloping you and drawing you into this story that is a pretty unusual story. There's an unusual structure going on. It is just dripping with style and its own sensibilities. Like, it is certainly an auteur of a filmmaker, especially having seen her one of her other films. I don't know if she's got more than this or not, but I'm going to look into it. Revenge. I watched that a while back when it like debuted on Shudder, and I fell in love with that movie. So it makes sense that this is from the same person, because that also is just dripping with style, and you can see that that is from the same filmmaker. And there's something though about this filmmaker that I don't know how she does it. I think it's that she's showing us sexuality and sensuality of women from more of a female gaze than the male gaze we're used to. And I don't fully comprehend that concept, but a movie like this helps me understand it better, because she's got something special where, because she wants it to be sensual. She wants to show off the pros and cons of women's body and women's like makeup culture and you know, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't want to put words in her mouth. I don't know if this is just what I'm taking from it. But there's a certain like look at it, like, and again, it pays off that it's like, we want to show you the sexuality of the body before we show you the sensuality of the body, before we show you the horrors of the body. And just a really great, unique concept with a really great version of storytelling and phenomenal performances. So yeah, believe the hype. Like, if you're into weird and gross movies, because yeah, Mary couldn't watch this. She's like, can I watch it? I was like, you know, for like 20 minutes, I thought maybe, but then no. But it is also out there, so be prepared for that. But I think a lot of people are going to go check that out. A lot of normies, for lack of a better term, are going to end up checking that out because of Demi Moore's win. And I think we'll get a lot of converts, but also there's going to be a lot of people like, what the fuck am I watching? Which is great. Because that's the thing, as an artist, as a storyteller, as somebody who, like I can relate because I'm a filmmaker, I'm a storyteller, I'm a musician. I want to make people feel things. They may feel things other than what I intended, but if I've made you feel something, then I've succeeded. Even in my YouTube, like the people that want to bag on me for Superman and Star Wars, a lot of them may, come back and be jerks or whatever, but you know what? I've affected them. I made them feel something. So I succeeded. I'm a happy boy. My intent is to share my joy with people and let people who want to experience it. But if other people get other things out of it as well, cool. But yeah, The Substance, yeah, absolutely one of my favorite movies of the year for sure. And I'm so glad I finally got to see it. And I have the 4K on pre-order forever. So we'll see if that ever gets released. But wild movie and beautiful. Everything about it. It'll be interesting to see if it actually does do business at the Oscars. All right, let's do a little upcoming vacation update. We haven't really done one of these in a while because I've been too busy dropping vlogs of me at Disney. So a few things to bring up. Obviously, if you've watched any of my Disney vlogs, I am trying to do things a little different every time, a little bit better. So hopefully next time I'll even improve the audio. I'll go back to using a lav because I think a lav mic combo with the Osmo Pocket 3 is pretty damn good. So we'll get all that together. And we definitely have some other things to do. So the next time I go back to Disney is going to be January 29th. And so I'm going on a Wednesday and leaving on a Tuesday. I'm staying an extra day. And that is because two main reasons I wanted to go this time of the year is I wanted to try and do the other After Dark parties. Because if you've been following me since March of last year, that was my first Disney trip of this annual pass, my first ever annual pass. This trip I'm talking about now will be the last trip of the first year of annual pass. I'm renewing my annual pass, though. We'll get to that. But I wanted to do some of the other After Dark parties because the Magic Kingdom one was really nice. The only problem is Epcot doesn't start till late February, and that's too close to other things. So I'm not going to get to do Epcot, but I am going to get to do Hollywood, and I am going to do another Magic Kingdom one. But to do that, I had to expand the trip by 1 day because they figured out how to make suckers like me pay for an extra day. But we're going to do some interesting things here. So it's also the Farts Festival, the Festival of the Arts. So we love to call it the Farts Festival. Some people don't. I've literally seen people in a Disney group tell other people to grow up. That's not funny. And I'm like, we're in a Disney group for people that go to Disney all the time. You're telling people to grow up? Come on. But yeah, I want to check out the Festival of the Arts. That way I'll have checked out all of the Epcot festivals this year, except that very short holiday one, which I did seriously consider going back for, but I've spent way more money in this first year than I intended. The discounts have been fantastic and saved me a lot, but it definitely works on somebody like me. It's like, well, now that I have the opportunity to go more, I should go more, that kind of thing. Next year we're going less, but I'm also going to talk to you about that in a second. But anyways, let's just run through real quick what the plan is. A few things we're going to do different. It's actually going to be cold, so I got to figure out how to dress for it. Like, it looks like we're going to have highs of like 60, like literally, like high 50s basically, and low or high 40s at night or something. So I don't know. We're going back to Caribbean Beach. I figured out there's technically 22 resorts at Disney World. They say 25, but there's really 22. I think that's because I'm, I don't count the bungalows and things like that as separate resorts. And I've stayed at, I want to say like 11 or 12 of them, but there's like 3 more I want to do. One's the Polynesian, but I'm going to wait and do that with Mary because she wants to go there too. I'd like to try the Swan or Dolphin at some point. And honestly, off the top of my head, I'm not remembering. Oh, the Coronado. I want to try the Coronado because I hear they have a great restaurant. It's the least themed, but could be interesting. That said, we're going back to Caribbean Beach. That's what I booked. Unfortunately, now I can't get a cheaper room. I was not able to get any discounts when the discounts came on that. So I am paying a little more for that than I want. Especially now that after Pop Century, I'm like, Pop Century is just as good as Caribbean Beach for a good chunk less money, but not available. So we're going to be back there, but I have a standard room, so I don't know where we're going to get set or how far I'll have to walk from the Skyliner or the lobby for food or whatever. But that's one thing. Another thing I'll tell you we're going to do, if I can get them. I can't do this until a week out, but I am going to do those new Premier Lightning lanes for 3 of the parks one time. I can't imagine, even if I love it, that I could justify continuing to do it because it is stupid expensive. I think I'm not going to do it for Animal Kingdom. So the new Premier Lightning Lane, if you're not familiar, you know, we have lightning lanes and we have single lightning lanes. Lightning lanes you can pick up to your 3 rides at any time, and once you've scanned in on one, you can book another. But by then, most things are booked up if you do it later in the day like me. And they have the tiers where you can only book 1 from this tier and 2 from these tiers until you've used that tier 1 thing, blah, blah. We've gotten used to it. Single rider, things like Flight of Passage Avatar or Rise of Resistance, where you can literally just buy a lightning lane for that. It's not tied into your multi-pass lightning lane. Now they do Premier Pass, which is enticing because it allows you to not have to schedule anything. There's no tiers, there's no limits. You buy it for that day, and that park you're in, there's no park hopping with it. But that park you're in, any ride that has a lightning lane, 1 time per day that you have bought it, you can just pop on that whenever you're ready. No scheduling, nothing. And you don't have to worry about tiers. So that's really nice. The problem is, like, okay, say I go to Hollywood Studios normally. We're talking $25-30, something like that, for the multi-pass lightning lane, okay? And then like $30 or whatever to get a Rise of Resistance single pass. Okay. It was gonna be like $120 to $150 or something for the thing. So I was like, okay, that one's kind of justifiable, but still a little expensive. Don't even get me started on Animal Kingdom. That's just ridiculous out there because they don't have enough stuff to justify that at all. But then it gets worse because Magic Kingdom can go like $300 to $400 for 1 day. And that's the one where it's like, okay, that would probably be really cool and really useful and I'm gonna love it. And I could only justify doing it once at that price for the experience, to know it and have it in my vlog and be like, well, I did it. I was curious, but ooh, even no matter how amazing that's gonna be rough. So hopefully we'll get all those and I can do all of that, okay? Weather, temperature should be interesting. New festival, new foods, blah, blah, blah. Now let's run into my breakdown so far, because I'm gonna go to some interesting restaurants and we're gonna do some interesting stuff. So this is 2025. So when you check in now, you do get a free, for that day only, day of check-in, water park ticket. I'm not using that, especially now this time of year, but I wouldn't use it anyways. I'm not a water park guy. I want to go to the real parks. Maybe you do. Just wanted to let you know because I have that, but I'm not going to use it. All right, so day 1, the Wednesday I get there, I'm going to start off and, go to my hotel, maybe be able to drop my bag, maybe be able to check in and get all that done with. We'll see. But I'm going to run over to Epcot. That's where I'm going to start because I want to see the foods. I want to get a sense of things. And basically at 2:40 p.m., I'm going to go to Via Napoli Ristorante e Pizzeria for lunch. Some fantastic drinks, some fantastic food. I'm trying not to overdo it, but I like to get a room pizza to leave that I can snack on at night when I'm there because all the food's closed usually by the time I get back to the park, especially like after dark nights or whatever, right? And they got some interesting pizzas. So I thought instead of getting the basic food court pizza, I would try to do that. Skyliner back to the resort. Check in if we haven't, deal with my owner's locker, owner's locker probably by then, unless it's there earlier, and doing a Kroger order, which I will be ordering alcohol, so I will have to be present to get it. And then the only other thing I have on the books the first day is going to Oga's Cantina in Hollywood, because after I leave my hotel, we're going over to Hollywood, and that's at 8:35, and I put it late because we're doing the after hours, the after dark, whatever it's called, thing for Hollywood that night. So it's gonna be a long, exhausting night with like a 6 a.m. flight, and I'm gonna be out there to like 1, 2 in the morning. I think it's 1 in the morning, and then get back to my room. So yeah, that's gonna be rough, but it should be really interesting. And then I can finally see, do they sell alcohol in Hollywood for the after hours? Like in Magic Kingdom, they don't, because they don't sell alcohol really, unless you're at a sit-down restaurant. But that's gonna be fun. The next day, I'm gonna make sure it's a late start, but I'm going over to Magic Kingdom for a little while, and just basic Magic Kingdom day. Not doing any drinks, not doing fireworks, not doing food. But then the second half of that day, we're gonna go down to Disney Springs. And 9:45 p.m. near the end of Disney Springs, I have a Morimoto Asia again, because I'm getting those goddamn ribs. If you remember from when Mary and I went in the September trip, I had A5 Japanese Wagyu. Like, I was so excited for that, and it was great. But those goddamn ribs. So I'm gonna get those again, and maybe some Guy Fieri's chicken guy to take back to the room, like I like to do, and have for late food. So I don't know exactly what we'll do over there. I'm still working out some plans. Friday, 31st, we're gonna start off in Animal Kingdom. Short day, 2-3 hours. Ride the Avatar rides. Go look at the walls in Dinosaur Land, because they will be up by then. And hopefully film Bug's Life, because it ain't gonna be around after this trip. or whatever it's called, you know, that thing. And then we're going to have to get out of there a little early, and we're going to go to Epcot because I'm going to the Biergarten restaurant diner. It's a big German buffet with a polka band, and I wasn't thinking anything of it until I saw a video on it and looked at the food, and I'm like, I want to go to there. So that's going to be fun. So we'll try some more farts food and all that stuff, drinks while we're over there, of course, Epcot. On a Saturday, February 1st is kind of fun. We're going to start off, we're spending the whole day in Hollywood Studios. So I think this is the day that I'm going to try for the premium pass. But we have a lot of food and a lot of things. We're going to do an Oga's Cantina at 2 p.m. I'm going to go to Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano for dinner at 4:45 because it's like the Muppets Land restaurant. But I don't think that's going to be there. It's definitely going away at some point. We're going to build a lightsaber at 6:25. Hopefully we can get the last of the Sith switches I'm missing, but there also might be a parts refresh coming soon. And also I have this whole idea of why don't I build multiples of some of these lightsabers, and then once I have enough parts, I can keep the original builds, but I can also have a bunch of mix and match builds because I've been playing with my lightsabers like that lately, and it's very cool. Then we have an Oga's Cantina at 7:30 p.m., at which point I plan to get the chorizo flatbread to go and go back to my room a little early because, not Disney related, but we have a UK basketball game. Long story short, for those of you that don't care about sports ball, we had who started off as an amazing coach here for like the last 10 years, something like that. And the first half of his tenure here was fantastic. Back half was pretty stagnant, and he claimed he was going to be here till he retired. And then he's like, no, I'm going to move on to somewhere else, and I feel betrayed. So I'm pissed at him, even though I really like the guy we have now. Long story short, that's the night we're going to play our old coach who took most of the team we had with him. And we currently, in the season, as of filming this, are so much better than he is. So I hate that I can't watch that game with my dad, because my dad and I get together and watch the games, but I made a plan to get the chorizo flatbread, go back to my room, and watch the hell out of that game while we chat on, you know, Messenger or whatever. So that's going to be really fun. Then Saturday, February 2nd, we have an all-day Epcot day. I'm going to buy the premium pass there. I'm probably going to try drinking around the world. There's one reason I'm reconsidering not, and that is because I start off with a 1:10 p.m. lunch at San Angel Inn. I wanted to go to, not La Cava, but the other place where the La Cava tequila tasting is, because the drink menu, like La Cava is so hard to get into without standing in line for an hour to go get some very interesting cocktails and types of tequila, but I can get a lot of these at this place and also have some delicious Mexican food. The problem is they have multiple tequila flights, mezcal flights, all this stuff that I want to try all those things, but also if I'm going to drink around the world, I can't drink that much that early. So that's the iffy part, because like I kind of want to try those things, but I also want to do a drinking around the world, especially with a new festival, because I probably only get to go to farts on this trip. So I want to really take advantage of that. And of course, we'll do a bunch of the rides and all that stuff. And then at 4:05 p.m., we have a early dinner at Rose and Crown, because I've never eaten there, but we are doing the Festival of the Arts dinner for that, for the 6:45 p.m. show of Disney Broadway. You know, last time, or one of the last times I did one of these, book a restaurant, dinner, lunch, whatever, breakfast, and then you get a premium, you get to go into the pavilion, the music pavilion earlier than anybody, sit up front, and we saw Sugar Ray. This time we're gonna go see Disney Broadway. That should be fun. I'll film as much of that as I can. And then again, just walking around, drinking, trying as much of the foods as we can. I gotta be light eating at the restaurants. So it'll be fun. Monday, February 3rd, especially considering I'm probably drinking all day the day before, we're spending all day in Magic Kingdom. And I don't have any restaurants, I don't have any fireworks. The plan is to not drink. I mean, I'll have a nightcap when I get back to the room. But I figure after a whole day of drinking, I could probably take a day of not really drinking. So we'll try some very fun foods, and that's when we'll really try to get the most out of the premium pass, because they do have the most rides I'd like to be able to just walk up to and hit whenever I can. We'll try to do some of the rides I haven't, like Winnie the Pooh and stuff too. So we'll attempt that. And that will lead into, of course, the Tuesday. Oh, no, also on that Monday is the Magic Kingdom After Dark. So we can be there very late. Eat all, and that's the other thing. I didn't want to drink, because if I start drinking and stuff, ice cream and popcorn doesn't sound that good. But if I haven't been drinking alcohol, I can really take advantage of the free ice creams and the free popcorn and just really enjoy that as well. And then Tuesday, of course, you know, we'll check out as late as we can. Only thing on the books that day is Oga's at 2:15. We're going to do Hollywood. You know, I always do Hollywood Studios my last day pretty much every time, unless I'm with Mary, because then I want to make it for her since I get to do all the things I want to do on these solo trips. You know, and we'll Star Wars out. Hopefully we see Natalie. Maybe we'll see both Natalies. But I really want to see OG Natalie and John. Love those cats. And just want to see what else is new and happening. So that's that trip. This is a much longer segment than I intended, but I will go ahead and tell you about what's next. After that, I do intend to re-up my annual pass because they are still selling them. But the second I don't, they might not sell them anymore, and then I can't get them until they do sell them. But that means I need to do at least 2 trips next year to Disney World to make it worth it. Ignore that. You'll see that in a minute. So, of course, I'm picking May and November. Going back for May 4th. Going back for Life Day, November 17th. As well as Mickey and Minnie's birthday on November 18th. And, of course, you know, Cinco de Mayo pans out after May 4th. But for that, currently, I grabbed a stellar deal. Annual pass discount on the hotel. I've had the flight forever, but I grabbed the hotel. We're going to do all-star movies. It's like one of the cheapest ones you can do, but it's one of the first places I went to, and it's fine. I got to spend a little bit more on lifts to get to the park, but it's not that big. I save a lot of money. 5 nights, $900. It's like for a Disney resort, that's fantastic. So doing that, don't have much of the plan other than May 4th is Star Wars. And I'm probably only gonna, even though I've already been considering some other trips down there outside of November, I probably won't because I don't know that we can actually achieve this because it's very expensive. But Mary and I are considering a big vacation in late September or October out to the West Coast, where basically to break up a flight that would be longer normally, we're gonna go on out to California and do 3 days, maybe Disneyland. Try to get into Oogie Boogie Bash for one of those. Definitely spend proper times in California Adventure since we didn't get to last time. And then, for the middle of the week, pop a flight over to Hawaii, because Mary's never been to Hawaii. I haven't been since I was a kid. And the compromise is I can go to Disney Auluni, however you say that, the resort out there, which I also get good discounts on as an annual pass holder. Spend a few days out there, do some Hawaii things, so at least it'll be interesting vlog-wise for y'all. And then for the that weekend after, fly back to California and do horror nights over there with some RIPs. And then fly home. But we spend that kind of money. I really shouldn't even go to World the 2 times I'm gonna go, but I'm trying to figure it out. It's my happy place, man. The only problem with that is then I don't get to do both coasts on horror nights. And I'm like, unless they do a premium screens again, because I can't deny that. But if they do that, Mary wants to go to that too. I was like, which is great. I'll figure it out. Watch my video game Let's Plays. Join the YouTube memberships. Help me out. $1.99 a month. Get more videos. Maybe join Patreon. It's $1. Anyways, I'm nuts. Also, I re-signed up for D23 because I'm getting a sweet jersey and magnets and pens and an exclusive Lorcana card. So, fuck yeah. I still really want to do non-Disney trips too. Not this year, probably. I mean, I'm desperate to get back to New York. I want to do some things in Colorado. I wouldn't mind going back on one of these Mexican resorts like Mary and I used to do down in Cancun. I need to go to Canada, France, Rome, Italy. All right, that's that. This is a long segment. Bye. Oh, and real quick, I had one more thing I wanted to tell you about that May Disney trip I booked. Even though I had the flight forever, I had to change it recently because this is how much of a nerd I am. Instead of going on my usual leaving Thursday, coming home Tuesday, I'm going to leave on a Friday and come home Wednesday, which somehow is cheaper. Flying on a Friday was cheaper. It's weird. But I moved it specifically because I want to make sure we can go on May 1st or 2nd, whatever it is, that Thursday, to the early showings of Captain America. Oh no, not Captain America, because that's in February. The other one. The one with the asterisks. I'm gonna say Untouchables. That's not right. Oh my God. The non-Avengers. The villains team together to be a new Avengers. The Thunderbolts. That's the kind of nerd I am. I changed my flight and my whole Disney trip by a day so I could be here to see that movie. Hey, welcome back. We got an unboxing time. Mary's here.
I know.
And we have what I thought was going to be the last one, but we have another one coming. And of course, these are all coming out late. We have the latest Funko Marvel Collector Core box with 85 years of Marvel. I'm pretty sure Marvel Funko, Amazon, they're shutting it down. I think the next box is Captain America, New World Order, and that's the last box, I think. So I have no idea what to think about in here, so I would tell you about it, but if... Oh, Jack's being awesome. If it, I don't really have any idea what to expect out of, there we go, out of the 85 years box. Obviously, it's going to be a hodgepodge of all kinds of things, harkening back to the originals.
Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully the
since
shirt's
it's like
cool.
85 years, there's a lot of stuff, which means it's going to probably be insanely generic.
It could be, yeah. Or it could just be a really cool art. I'm excited to see the t-shirt. I'm not ruining it until I see it. And
You're awesome.
oh, it's actually pretty cool. It's not super cool, I can tell, but it's going to be pretty cool.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I like that. Hulk, Cap, Iron Man, Black Widow, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The nice pop of Marvel. That's not bad. I'll probably hold on to that one. I don't need to get rid of that one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can get into that.
Yeah. Alright.
Should have a pin, a sticker, and a couple of pops.
Pin says, "We are Marvel 1939. You want me to take out the plastic?"
If you'd like. I don't mind this. I just wish the Marvel logo was like the pop of red Marvel, what you're about to see.
Yeah.
Not the...
You have to tell me to focus.
You need to get it more over your face. There you go.
I can't see.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I mean, hold it there for a second. And then give it a little tilt so they can see, because there you go.
Because my hand is directly in my line of sight.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, but
It's not the best. It's a step down from the shirt. I'm going to put the card under the box so we don't look. And I'm going to check the sticker decal, and it's getting worse. This deal keeps getting worse all of the time.
So I'm gonna guess the pops are in the same color scheme.
Oh, that's gonna suck. That's okay. It's
Because I know it's like 85 years of Marvel, but they're doing this definitely movie Marvel.
yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, I remember.
The movie. I guess the movie stuff is just so much more identifiable than the comic book stuff at this point.
Yeah. Also, I'm thinking. I kind of hope this isn't over. I would like to get one more. I'd like to get a Deadpool Wolverine. Or did we actually get a Deadpool Wolverine and we were afraid it had spoilers, but it didn't?
I don't remember. All right. Yeah, I was right. It has the. So we got an Iron Man, this weird sepia color scheme.
Yeah, I'm taking these to the store to sell. I was gonna look something up, but what was I gonna look up? Oh yeah.
It's just him on the back.
Deadpool Wolverine Marvel Funko box. Was there a Deadpool and Wolverine Marvel Funko what the fuck collector? Was there a Deadpool and Wolverine Marvel Collector Core box? Figure it out eventually. Of course, I better be careful not to spoil it if there was. There doesn't seem to have been. He's just playing in some paper. All right, one more boring ass pop. These are all going to be sold off.
Captain America.
And don't ask me to sell it to you because I suck at shipping. It'll never happen. I'm just going to take it to a store. If you live in Lexington, be on the lookout.
I called it.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see why they're shutting this box down. I mean, how boring. How boring. Comic books. One of the most colorful art forms on the planet.
Yeah.
Let's make them duotone to celebrate their anniversary.
I mean, I would have done, the like with Captain America, the red, white, and blue with some gold highlights.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Yeah.
I mean, like bright gold highlights.
Yeah, like even if it's like red, white, and gold, so like all the
Yeah.
white parts are shiny gold or something like that. And then you could have done him red and a shiny gold.
Oh, that's typical Iron Man, actually.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a valid point. But I mean, I think they could have done much better. This was a very uninspired box.
Yeah.
The t-shirt was iffy, and it's by far the best thing in here for our taste. You may disagree. You may like this. This may be your style. Not ours.
Yeah. I guess they were trying to go because it's 85 years, a retro tone with the sepia.
Yeah. You know what you really could have done that would have really impressed me? Give me the 1970s Cap pop figure or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
So 85 years ago, that would have been, let's see, 39? Oh, it said on the fucking
yeah,
button
that
here.
makes sense.
So yeah, sepia tone photos. Yeah, that'd be towards the end of sepia tone.
Was it Wizard of Oz like in 38 or 39?
Yeah, but Technicolor was a brand new thing, not the standard.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, it existed. Color existed.
Yeah,
Wizard of Oz was not the first thing in color.
Yeah, the thing is, it was a while before color was considered the norm, not the...
Anyways, there's not even any information. I mean, they have text, but they didn't even bother to tell you what everything is or show you the pictures like they normally do. And then here's the theme for this. It's actually going to be at our house tomorrow. Obviously, we're opening a bunch of stuff in advance. I was going to read it real quick. Launching new adventures with the latest Amazon exclusive Marvel Collector Core subscription box. Inside, you'll find a black and gold deco assortment featuring Pop Captain America, Pop Iron Man, a We Are Marvel 1939 enamel pen, a decal of Captain America, Iron Man, and Spider-Man, and a Pop tee of iconic superheroes to add to your collection. Vinyl bobbleheads are approximately 4 inches tall, enamel pen is approximately 1.5 inches tall, and Pop tee is 100% cotton. And 100% boring was this box.
Yeah, this is shiny.
Yeah, it at least has some shine to it. It's okay. I'm not going to be mad this box is going. I missed the Star Wars box, though. That one was cool. And with all the shows. Okay, you're going to put Jack on your back, and I want to be done. So we're not doing this in a hurry. We're actually doing this because I wanted to well in advance. I was just in the mood. All right, we're going to do another unboxing. So there you go. Next to last, theoretically, Marvel Collector Core unboxing. Ugh. Next segment. Disney pins. You know we love them. You know we've got them. Eric can't stop buying them. We're currently sitting on like 12 boxes of pins we haven't unopened, so we're gonna start working through that for y'all, because one of the things we love to do, Mary got me into, she's better when she's with me, although I did do some of my own now, is doing the pin trading around Disney. If you didn't know, the cast members, and now outside of like pin traders and Epcot, they let regular people just, I don't understand the regular people. I'm not judging. I don't understand the regular people that sit out there with like dozens of books worth of pins that have kids that clearly don't want to be there and staying around and not do anything in Disney, but they're so focused on trading pins. I'm like, I know some of them are doing it as a business, and I know there's scammers and stuff, but I had that thought the other day. Like there was a family, like the 2 adults and like 2 or 3 kids, and the kids like, we want to go do things. Like, no. It's like, how? Anyways, I'm not trying to judge. I don't get it, is all. Anyways, today we're going to open up some more first order helmet pins. And I know we're missing some, but we'll show you the thing in a second, because as you may know, Mary and I were smart enough, probably mostly Mary, to create a new system of keeping the singles, the ones we're keeping in a box until we complete or finish the series.
Might be a second box for these.
Yeah, I know. And then more importantly, you're gonna have to put it in front of your face, marking off what we do and do not have. Now, I feel like we actually have some of those that are not marked off, but we started with this series late. This was probably like the series we started with. I'm gonna see. No, not in the box. I just mean like we had opened some elsewhere that we, like I feel like I have the Executioner Trooper, but
I think
I could be wrong.
I think you're wrong.
Anyways, it looks like we're looking for First Order Trooper, Executioner Trooper,
Snow Trooper?
a Flame Trooper, a Sith Trooper. I'm not really sure what those two are. Is that a Pilot Trooper and a? I guess you're right. I guess one was Snow Trooper and the other's a Flame Trooper. I knew what these were before.
Is that a Sand?
Oh, that's not a Scarif. That's a Shore Trooper. Thank you. And I guess the other is the more modern Biker Scout Trooper. All right, well, anyways, we got 2. We got another 2 to open eventually. Let's see if we can complete this. Oh, the point about pin trading is on our honeymoon, Mary made sure that we did some pin trading. And it was funny because almost every time we put a pin on the board for taking something.
You mean our anniversary?
Our anniversary, yes, our anniversary.
2 years ago.
I know, it's the anniversary of the honeymoon. That's why I get those confused. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Anyways, every time we did some,
every time we put something on the board, it would be gone.
Like immediately. You would see people excitedly come up behind us like, oh, I need that. Because we put up the good stuff, and that makes me feel good. So it kind of emboldened me to do a little bit more.
Because you see on the pin board so many of the same pin.
Yeah, because we really only deal with cast members. I don't trust the non-cast members because I feel like at least the cast members are not going to do the scam pins. And I'm not saying everybody who's not a cast member is. I'm not saying that at all. I'm better safe than sorry.
I'm of two minds on the scam pin thing because if it's a pin that I like, do I care if it's not
right? You may not care, but you're technically supposed to trade an official Disney pin for an official Disney pin, and a lot of people get counterfeits and trade them and stuff. But I see where you're coming from too. Okay, let's open these bad boys up. Let's see if we
first.
you go. How's this work? You go first. I go first.
All right, that's what I got here.
What did you get?
I got the
TIE Fighter
TIE
pilot.
Fighter, yeah.
We definitely have that.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, that's good. That's one I can go trade. Because even when you, even on my trip, I did at least one trade, and I'm pretty sure a person came up right behind me and grabbed the Play in the Park pin I traded for a Jack Skellington candy corn pin.
Yeah, there's like, I don't know why people get those shitty little pins.
Yeah, well, I don't think they come in these boxes. I think those are like more where you pay for like 40 and get the 5 pins in a bag dealie or something. They're just trading ones they don't want. I don't know. I'm new to pin trading. I don't have enough experience. I got, we do not have that. That should be, no, that's the pilot trooper or the biker trooper, first order style. I know it's not like an original scout trooper. And it might not be the biker trooper. this is the one I'm having a trouble placing. And I know my Star Wars. But
So that guy.
yeah, that guy right there. So at least we got one we do not has, which will put us down to 4. How many more are we looking for?
1, 2, 3, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my dear.
Yes.
So we're still looking for 5. That's why I feel like we have more of these and we weren't doing the thing the first time. But anyways, let's see what else we got.
You theoretically have a whole stash of pins, or a few stashes
Yes.
of pins somewhere that...
I will know where I cleaned up my room the other night. I'm starting to get some of that figured out.
Okay.
We have that one.
Do we have that one?
We've had that one multiple times. That is one we traded for something and somebody in the Hollywood Studios guest relations building came and immediately took it after we traded that in. Guess it's an incinerator trooper. These don't seem to be completely accurate to, or it's like something I just don't know. It's weird. Anyways.
Okay, so...
Wait, what did you do with the one we already... Oh, over here. So I'm going to keep those separate. Okay. So it's just down to me. It's down to me to get one more. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. Wait. Oh, no, we must have this. Okay, the Dark Trooper. That's actually a really cool pin, though. I don't mind having another one of those to trade out. Yeah, that's fine. One of these boxes is better. Here, we'll use this one. I would suggest we mark off both boxes, though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's that. So, you good?
Yeah.
Anything to say? Okay.
No.
That's it. Bye. More pins later.
Just real quick, didn't really get to show off the newer Christmas Village this year. That's a cool little tree. Mary's parents got her. It plays music and does stuff. But we got the newer Costco Disney Christmas thing, and the ice rink is like the coolest part of this. I think that's really neat. That will also play music if you want. And I know it doesn't quite fit, but this was a killer Christmas gift I got. I was really excited about this. I think that's really, really cool. I thought that was really sweet. And then Mary's folks got us these. We just haven't put them on a little tree yet. Adorable. Adorable, just like Mary and I. Thought I would show that off a little bit.
Cocktail time. Cocktail time. I was playing and then that sounded really bad. We didn't get to show you any putties in this episode, did we? No, there was no putties in this episode.
Is there Itty-Bit?
Itty-Bit's right over there. Andrew and Ryan and company. And everybody else who loves them.
Hi, Itty-Bees. Yes, look at those big eyes. Those big, pretty eyes.
Yeah, actually, I guess that's a quick story we can tell to start a cocktail time. So Itty-Bit gets to stay upstairs at night now.
Yes.
Because Aaron and Itty-Bit are just, we don't know what's going on.
Itty-Bit has turned to a grumpy old woman, and she's just having none of him.
Yeah, and so we got to a point where she wasn't even eating or whatever. So we let her stay upstairs at night so she can have free run and not worry about it. Otherwise, she'll hide. It's a story. Anyways, we're gonna make a spicy tequila sunrise. I don't know if we've ever made a tequila sunrise on this channel, probably, but I had the idea the other day. It's like, tequila and orange juice works, but spicy tequila could be very good. So this is a brand I've fallen in love with. They also have a Chipotle and habanero that are just too spicy to drink straight. I'll drink this straight. If you're at Joe Bob's Jamboree, you know. But I thought I'm going to use a jalapeno tequila with some orange juice and some, I don't do grenadine, but we're going to do some maraschino cherry juice. Azur. As usual, we are going to make this as a double because that's how I roll. So I'm using a Don Julio recipe, but they don't need to know I don't use their tequila because their tequila's fine. It's fine. All right, we're gonna mix the tequila and the orange juice first in a separate glass to get the visual effect. Sorry, I'm out of practice, Mary. We haven't done this in a minute. So since I'm doubling up, we need 3 ounces of tequila. This says use Don Julio Blanco, but again, I'm making me a double. I know what to.
It's technically a Blanco.
It is a Blanco, it's just a jalapeno flavored Blanco. Let's get that 1 more ounce in here. Not a heavy alcohol drink as a single. Honestly, not that heavy as a double, considering how much sugar I'm gonna get from all the OJ. Orenthal James. That's a weird piece of knowledge I don't need in my brain. I'm not sure why it's there.
Is that more of the same tequila?
Mm-hmm. I was drinking that during Raw on Netflix. 4 ounces of orange juice. So I need 8 ounces. This is gonna take a second.
Do you just want a cup?
You know, if you'd said that half a second sooner, that would have made a lot more sense. Halfway there.
Space.
And 1 to grow on.
Yeah.
All right, so I probably need to mix that up a little bit. Yeah, mix tequila and orange juice. I was about to put this over like it's recyclable, but it needs to go back in the fridge. That's my morning drink right there. I used to have 3 cups of coffee and use this coffee pot. I haven't used it.
Have you not used it in a year?
I don't know exactly when I last used it, but I know it was in January because it was when all the butt issues started happening that I stopped using it. So it may have been close to a year. It's a shame I'm not going to strain it. One of these days we've got to make a drink that'll allow me to use this if we haven't already.
Well, we've had plenty of drinks that you've strained. It's just that you choose to use the top of your shaker as a strainer.
Well, yeah, they say make them in a shaker. They don't say stir them in a glass.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can make it in a shaker and then take off the top and strain it with that.
Oh, well that's... But at that point, I already have a strainer dirty, so...
Yeah, the thing is, I kind of hate those strainers that are built into the top shakers, so...
You would. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Now, if you instead of using those type of shakers, if you just use the shaker that's like a ml cup and a glass cup, and you just cup them and shake them like that, and then use that.
Okay. So now we want to add big ice cubes to the glass. Sure. We're going to add the grenadine or substitutes, which they do say you can use cherry juice or sweet cranberry juice. I just don't like grenadine. You know, I've tried it. It's just like, it's all right. It's fine. Plus, this has a much prettier color. I'm so sorry.
So big ice. Big ice.
Ice. And that's going to use a 1/4 ounce, so we're going to want 1/2 ounce. And I don't know why I just put this away.
Or you just 1/2 ounce?
Oh, yeah. Well, it says 1/4 ounce. So I'm doubling
okay.
1/2 ounce. Ice, baby.
Or you just eyeball it.
Is that enough?
It's your drink.
It says big ice cubes, so
I'd say that's good.
I'm gonna take one of those out. That's too much. I don't need a lot of ice with cold
I
orange
almost forgot
juice.
to bring the camera back up.
Oh, so you missed my sweet ice toss?
Yeah. Sorry.
Dang, girl.
Regular 3-pointer. I know sports ball.
Whoops, I got a little more than I needed, but that's fine.
That looks like more like an ounce.
No, oh, I'm way from an ounce, sweetie.
Oh, okay.
And a little over 1/2 ounce. We're gonna put that in the bottom for the nice color.
And then are we carefully pouring in the top?
Carefully pour, that's it. Literally says carefully pour in.
So by that means you probably want to tip your glass and pour it down the edge.
No.
Okay.
That'll mix it. You want this to float on top.
Okay.
You just want to go gentle. You don't want to dunk it. It's my understanding. I'm going a little too fast. Then again, maybe Mary was right.
Actually, you're not doing too bad.
Yeah, well, I really slowed my pace. I think that helped.
You may have gone a little too slow, to be honest. Because now all your maraschino cherry stuff's at the very bottom and not kind of. You want like a little bit of a gradient. At least I think.
Well, at least I got the amounts just right. It says you can garnish with a cherry, but I don't need that right now. That seems like a bit of a extra pain, but there we go.
Can we get it off of the paper towel?
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. It did need a little more of a gradient. You are correct. Now, do I just drink it, or should I actually?
I would take a straw and give it just a very delicate stir directed at the bottom.
This is gonna seem weird, people. Sometimes I have a vodka soda at night, and I go upstairs with it, and I sit on my couch and I fall asleep, so that I have half of one when I wake up. I'm not gonna drink it when I wake up, so I put it in the fridge. Therefore, instead of reusing non-reusable straws, or dirtying another, you know what I'm saying. Just a gentle.
Your towel here.
Oh,
is a
sorry.
pain in the butt.
So I'm kind of bringing the gradient back a little bit.
Okay, don't go too overboard.
All right. Spicy tequila sunrise. Definitely got a lot of the cherry in there.
Yeah, you don't want your straw.
I thought I was higher up than I was.
You were at the very bottom.
I honestly thought I was higher up.
So do you still have the spiciness?
That was the grimacing faces, like, it doesn't really taste any different. But I definitely get the jalapeno on the back end.
So flavor, or is it actual heat?
Oh, it's flavor. There's a little heat, but again, that tequila, if you like the flavor of jalapeno, it definitely has some heat. But like it just tastes like fresh jalapenos. I've turned so many people onto it, their minds get blown. So thank you, Tony Majors, for turning me onto it. Would you like to try a sip?
I'll try a sip.
Super spicy.
I'm gonna point out OJ's also not one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, Mary's gonna hate this. But she looks so pretty on camera. Especially with Itty Bit watching her in the background.
It's not terrible, but definitely a pass for me.
But you say it's a good drink in general for people that like that?
I think, yeah, if you like jalapeno and OJ, then yeah, you're gonna like that drink.
But Mary does not like those things, so. You know what? It's fine. It's passable. We'll do a better cocktail next time. Again, much like the food segment today, I was on limited resources because I did not prepare for how much snow we actually got.
I kept asking him, are you sure you don't want me to get anything else while I'm at the grocery?
Well, it also hurt that I was really ill at the time. Like that was kind of right before the peak of it. So I was focused on like, please just get me, orange juice and chicken noodle soup and like, the things for my well-being, not as much like, oh, I need to think through the videos I need to make. Anyways, there you go. It'll get more exciting. We'll get back into doing this correctly. God, I feel like we've lost track of what I should have started a list long ago of the cocktails we've made, so I don't end up remaking things because
keep saying that.
Yeah.
I think we could go through a bunch of my Baileys, because you barely use Baileys in anything.
Right. Yeah. Stuff like that would be safe. I still wouldn't mind trying that chocolate Kahlua in like a White Russian or a is it a Black Russian?
Black Russian would be just that in vodka.
That would be really good.
White Russian would be that and vodka and half and half, or the creamer that we have in the.
Yeah, you just made me very tempted. Although it would not actually chocolate and orange. I'm not mixing that in there. That would be wrong. But no, you just made me think. I wasn't trying to go. I literally for a second just thought, should I go ahead and make another cocktail? Because vodka and Kahlua I can do. And then I was like, ooh, I don't know about the flavor profiles mixing. But then I thought chocolate and orange actually would. Although I don't know that this would. I was just... People do chocolate-covered oranges.
They do, or orange-infused chocolate.
Yeah.
But that is, I feel like, slightly different because that's more of a using like the zest and the oils from the orange rather than the actual orange juice.
Yeah, that's fair. All the sugar from the juice might be weird, but my whole point there was like those flavor profiles would not be as awful together as I was initially took pause of.
Yeah. Again, you're turning the jalapeno in there, so who knows?
Jalapeno, chocolate-covered jalapeno. That works.
Have you actually had that?
I'm not sure, but I know it works. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah. I know you can do candied jalapeno, but...
So you can do sweet jalapeno. Chocolate and jalapeno would work. You do cayenne and Mexican chocolate.
Yeah, but cayenne's a jalapeno.
I know, it's not exactly the same, but I'm saying it could work.
Whatever.
Then we put it all in a hot dog. To you too. All right, I need to kick her butt to bed because I still have to film segments and edit this thing, and I want to go play video games and heal.
I was going to play video games today. I didn't get to it.
Well, yeah, but we had the raw experience to try on Netflix, which was mostly smooth, but 4 matches in 3 hours, and it wasn't because of story. If it's because of story...
Do you have that flipped towards you?
No.
Why?
Because you can't flip the camera. That's why I have to do this when I do that, and then I can't see what my frame is. Why don't I just say, fuck it, Netflix was fine. Stream was fine. Bye.
Bye.
And there you have it. There was this week's vlog. A slight return to traditional, although missing a few elements, but we will get there. Hopefully by next week we'll be over this crap so that I can properly do things, or at least the snow will be gone. I'm going out tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get some kind of ingredients and do some real interesting cooking this week, or in the coming weeks and before the next trip. But hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're new here, hi. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for sticking it through. It's almost 1 in the morning, and I now have to go edit this thing. These are actually easier to edit than the Disney vlogs, technically, because they're shorter. And unlike the Disney vlogs, I don't have to, especially the latest ones, I don't have to decide which shooting mode I filmed in, and then I had the camera flip issue on those last Disney vlogs, so I don't have to deal with that. So wish me luck. But how'd you feel about it? Comment below. Did you got anything you want to say? Did you ever try to eat a dessert? Did you ever get to experience it? I do know where some of the chefs are going. We'll keep up with that in the future. We might get a slight return, not to the full restaurant anytime soon, but maybe at least some Chef Series one-offs. There's some hints about that, but that's not for me to talk about. I miss him already. I've already had my first Sunday without him, and even if we weren't snowed in and I wasn't sick, it still was a bummer. Anyways, comment below. Let me know what you think about all this. Other than that, you can click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And, sorry, remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. By the way, check out my sweet hoodie. My sweet Figment jersey. All right, check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Look up TheEricButts. Try a song or two, see what you think. Get excited for the Mary EP Part 2. Probably working on that in the summer. Very excited. Short films or music videos, something coming. Lots of cooking, and, of course, plenty of video game Let's Plays. I did get started in Indiana Jones. I'm liking it, but I need to get back on it before I forget the controls. You can follow all that right here, or you can go to TheEricButts.com for all the fun stuff you're looking for. Funky Butts fun, that's what I say. And there's more with the links in the description below, so click the see more button to see more butts. At this point, that's the last thing I gotta film, so I can go drink this faster and get the editing done. All right, I will feel better, I promise you. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go have a life and live some more stuff. I'll see y'all next week. Bye, love you, bye.